What are your thoughts regarding what the CHRAJ has written to the Ghana Police Service?
It's unfortunate that it has come to this, and then we'll need CHRAJ to even be advising the police on how to conduct themselves in relation to citizens who seek to exercise their right to demonstrate and express their views on public matters. CHRAJ is definitely right. The poster of the Ghana Police Service appears to be one of they giving people permit for them to carry out demonstrations. Clearly, that is not the intention of the law. In fact, it is not what the law says. It is simply an issue of giving them notice. If they have issues with what the protesters seek to do, they are required to go to court. But the way that even lawyers have approached the act of the police rushing to court, for me, is what is flawed. Because the assumption is that when the police rush to court and file an application for injunction, then you are stopped from carrying out the protest. I disagree with that position. The right to demonstrate and express yourself as a citizen is so fundamental that merely running to court and filing the process without the court expressly issuing an order that you should hold on with the demonstration, for me, does not cut it. So I totally disagree with this attitude of some lawyers taking a position that once you run to court and then you file an application for injunction, then all the parties must say whatever it is that they want to do. Not in the case of the exercise of a fundamental human right. That is my position on the matter. I don't think that the Human Rights Advisory addresses this particular issue. All they have said is that in going to court, the police must be more transparent, more timeous, and must make sure that the parties are given an opportunity to participate in the court proceedings. I think that is also a very important point, because the police seem to be playing games. They will go to court without you knowing, and then they will invite you at the last minute to come for a discussion of your route. And when you are in their office to discuss your route, then they'll come and serve you with the court processes. So it's like they are entrapping you to be able to serve you with a court process. And the discussion or the invitation for you to have a discussion is not, born out of good faith. So those are maneuvers that the police engage in. And in engaging in those maneuvers, the police have unwittingly turned themselves into a target by demonstrators, because then they behave as if they don't want citizens to express grievances held against the regime. So then the citizens begin to see them as instruments of the regime deployed to prevent them from airing their grievances against the regime. And so police service that is supposed to be a neutral bystander, protecting citizens who want to express themselves, and at the same time protecting public property against being destroyed, and then also third parties who may not be interested in participating in these demonstrations. The police service then becomes a target of the demonstrators, and then they are forced to express their anger against an otherwise ally. So I believe that this advisory should be seriously considered by the police, so they can review their practices and the way that they engage around the questions of demonstrations and public protests. And I believe that the protesters will begin to see the police as allies, will listen to them, will engage them constructively. For instance, when they invited us to the meeting, after all this hula baloo that they were making about the Bank of Ghana being a security zone, Bank of Ghana security zone, everywhere Bank of Ghana security zone. So at the meeting, I said, yeah, we agreed the Bank of Ghana security zone, okay? Okay, good. Tell us where the zone ends.
I see.
They were there for 1 hour. They couldn't tell us where the zone ends. We said, no, we don't want any other discussion. We just want to know where the security zone ends because we want to comply with what you are saying. You are our police service. You are here for all of us. You say Bank of Ghana is a security zone. We say, show us the law that says that it is a security zone. You don't have a law. But let's even grant that it's a security zone. Tell us where the zone ends because the zone cannot be ad infinitum.
Of course. So you were looking for the.
I swear they couldn't tell us where the zone ends. They just sat there and said, "Oh, you see, honorable." We said, "No. It's not about honorable. We just want you to tell us where the zone ends, and we want to demonstrate and come and stop right at the point where you have decided is the zone, and then you can get the governor to come and collect our petition." They could not tell us where the zone ends. So when you behave that way, you begin to display lack of good faith. And clearly, you are not even acting according to law, and yet you are supposed to be law enforcers.